Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the finest Blood Bowl 2 games inside of East Yorkshire. And today we have got some elf on elf action, with some dark elves over in this corner and some regular normal elves in this corner over here. Throwing up a coin, we shall see who gets the attack and defence. And it is in fact the bad elves that are on the defensive here. So let's have a look at their roster. They've got a couple of linemen. They have got some blitzers. They do have a witch elf. And all that good stuff. Over in the elf corner, we have got a blitzer with some sidestepping nonsense. Some linesmen. Got a catcher with nerves of steel. Got some throwers with the pass ability. So we're looking for a good, exciting game here. Punchy elves, probably going to go for some punching action. Whereas the regular elves are going to try and avoid being punched in return. 3 men on the scrum as the witch elf kicks the ball away. Which team is that? That is the Salvaganders. So the regular elves, they're going to have a extra reroll this side. So 4 rerolls, 2 rerolls. Going to try and punch this boy. Oh shit, we've opened up with a death. That is very unfortunate for the dark elf player. And it doesn't seem like they're going to have any redo for that. Or sorry, any apothecary to bring him back up. So wonderful opening for the elf player. 3 men on scrum now becomes 1, but he's just going to be moved by a regular linesman. The extra armour on the dark elves does not seem to be doing them all that much in the way of use. But I imagine it was quite an unlucky roll at the beginning. Witch elf going to be pushed out the way. And he's going to dodge and then join up in the middle the rest of his boys. This guy over here going to cover the flanks over this side. Ball yet to be picked up. Just going to cover the wings at the moment. Going to throw a secondary catcher round the back while this is picked up. Successful pickup of the ball. Now it's time to see what the dark elves can do in response. Move around the side. Seems we're going to have a bit of a focus on the left wing. Punch this lineman. He's got no dodge, so he will fall down. Big kick. And he is injured. Will miss the next game, unfortunately. Not quite a death, but it is 1 man down, so 1 man down for each team. Witch elf is going to move up, dodge out the way, have a blitz action against this catcher. Well, that is unfortunate. Manages to get the reroll in and will knock the catcher down. Does have frenzy, but won't need it as he has been knocked down on his backside. We now do have a... What were you? You are just a regular linesman moving up around the edges. Push from the scrum line. Move that guy back a little bit. And that is the end of the dark elves' turn. Moving on to the regular elves. Want to get back in contact with the scrum line. Blitz are going to punch this lineman into the ground. Gets a stun. And this lineman over here is going to move about and see what he can see. Blitz on the witch elf. She will dodge out the way. Good effort. Elves going to move up forward. Going to pass the ball. Going to see if they can pass on to this. Oh, never mind. He's going to pass on to the guy on the right wing. And he's going to start moving over here. Gently passes to the middle. Oh, that is very unfortunate. Let's see if the reroll will help him. Oh, that is terrible luck from the Elven player. The ball is now smack bang in the middle, open for anyone to get. That's what you get for passing the ball. Should focus more on punching like a true Blood Bowl player. Now forming a bit of a defensive barrier around this ball. If they can't get the ball, they may as well stop people from exiting the area of the ball. Witch elf jumps in. We'll have a frenzy. We'll try and catch it. This elf over here does manage to catch it. He will sidestep. Frenzy does manage to get them down. Blitz action has been used. Another linesman will go down. Big upper kick. Another injury. And that is a no long-term effect. That is now 2 regular elves down against a team with only 1 minus for a black elf. More boys moving around this linesman. Very difficult to dodge out of this. He doesn't have the dodge ability neither. 4 agility there. Got some elf nonsense moving over here. Like I say, we do have a... Who's near him? Any interesting abilities? Just sidesteps and... Yeah, nothing that can really do all that much. Having to go for a reroll. Block does manage to get the witch elf down. These boys are moving up. Providing maybe some sort of potential throwing opportunities. Nerve Steel goes in. Able to be passed to for much in the way of negatives. Pass taking part. Successful. All in all. Managed to get the ball over here. Elves are going to have to remove all the stuff over here. Back over here. Using jump up. Witch Elf is able to get a good kick in. A graceful kick. All the same. Blitz action been taken. Catcher is... Oh, that is unfortunate. There are loads of rerolls going down. No more rerolls left for the Dark Elf player. Boulders go down there. And Blitzer won't try and pick it up. They're just going to form a general cage around it. Sidestep. Allowing the elf player to move in a position where he would prefer. Linesman moving in, going to mark this elf linesman here. Some more punching going on. It is a both down. Although they do manage to get a regular... Well, they managed to get a stun on the Dark Elf and a proper knockdown for the regular elves. That's 3 players down at the moment. Elves are not known for being able to handle the punchy aspects of the... Oh dear, that's unfortunate. There we go. They're able to make the second dodge. But the reroll has been used. Big punch on the Witch Elf. No stun on her there. Dude is going to punch this dude. And knock him back. Flat on his backside. And these guys are going to pick up the ball. And dodge away. Look at that. And then he might be able to. Is he going to pass? He's going to go give it a pass. Lots of passing in this game so far. Good catching. Not sure what that sound was there. I think it was maybe a missing action as the close-ups were happening. Another injury, but this time for the bad elves. No long-term effect. Neither team has any replacements. So every boy that they lose is a permanent loss. Dark Elves, it's now their turn to see if they can prevent the ball from being touched down. I don't think he's got anything. I think this is actually... Ah, the Witch Elf might be able to provide something. There we go. Going in for a punch. Is able to slap the catcher down. Pushing him towards the edge. That might knock the ball off the edge. It does not. Giving her a chance to pick up the ball herself. And run somewhere. Well, run away from the edge, I imagine. Block being thrown down. Knocking that dude on the floor. Witch Elf quite lonely at the moment. There we go, we've got some... Yeah, there we go. We've got lots of tackle zones for the regular elves to have to get through to get to that Witch Elf. Single dice block, taking down the catcher. Big kick. And now it's the regular elf's turn. do believe they are regular elves, not high elves. They lack the pomps and circumstance for it. Does manage to get close. No blitz action as of yet. Just moving these guys forwards a bit. Blitz from the catcher. Here's a buff down. That does get the ball back in the open. Although the regular elves are not able to get close enough to pick it up to carry on their actions. There's some boys gathering around this lonely lineman over here. Dark Elf seems to be just making a defensive perimeter around the ball at the moment. Block, taking down that thrower. Going to give him a stun. She jumps up. Witch Elf manages to get the ball, and she will run straight down on the right side. Big throw. If you can catch it. Oh, that is devastating. He will be able to get down all the way over here. Not sure if any of these regular elves will be able to catch him. I think this is a free touchdown from the Dark Elf side. This regular elf does fall down. He's going to use a reroll, see if he can get back up. And he falls down. Oh, that is unfortunate. Those going for rolls not working in his favour. This does look like a touchdown for the Dark Elves, depending on if he fancies spending the next 3 turns kicking the shit out of these regular elves, which he might want to do. Witch Elf over here going to focus on this linesman and see if he can knock him down, and he does. Big kick. Does not manage to get an injury or even a stun. Does manage to move over here to support her fellow linesman. Moving some boys about. Get those extra rolls on those blocks. Will be a big kick. Double down, although that will send the Dark Elf player down as well. Unfortunate, although still got that ball in the back pocket over there. Regular Elf punching down another Dark Elf. No injury or stun. Although these dodges and going for rolls for the regular elf players is not brilliant. It's not having the best of luck. Got blitz action going over here. A big push. No significant damage. And this dude is just going to go for a touchdown. All right, Roo, so some unfortunate rolls. Both teams, really. I mean, don't get me wrong, the Dark Elf player had a grand old time scoring that goal there, but not scoring a goal, scoring that touchdown. But he has got a dead man and an injured man. Whereas these guys have got 2 injured boys themselves, and their knockdown player does get back up, so both teams have the same amount of boys on the field. I do believe that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, 9v9. Numbers are still even. Not sure if either team can pull off the 1-turn touchdown. Depends on what the kickoff events can be. Dark Elves just spreading themselves out fairly wide. Only 3 men on the line of scrimmage. I don't know if that's the official term, but that's the term I'm going to give it. Elves forming a hard line over here. Probably going to see in this last turn if they can cause any additional damage. Maybe throw the ball about just for extra level up points. Witch Elf backflip kicking. And I do believe that is the regular elf team getting a extra reroll. Going to punch this blitzer. Or this linesman, sorry. He falls down. Only a stun there. These boys want more than a stun. They want some meaty hits to set them up for the next round. Now we're only getting shoves. We're only getting pushes. This line's holding up a lot better than it did at the beginning of the game. Still have a blitz action. Blitz action being used. These guys are go. Ah, and that's unfortunate. Still just a push. Well, no dramas. Gonna try and go for a little cheeky pass. And I don't know why, but for some reason the pass actions managed to freeze my screen for a little bit. Don't know why that is, but we'll take it. Another pass taking place. Just for the additional points later on in the game. Or in future games, should I say. Dark Elves now going to go in and see whose shit they can push in. Already 2 boys present, so they are able to throw some blocks without blitzing. Although it's only a shove. Might be able to assault this person and push him this way. Oh, never mind. That is unfortunate. And that'll be the end of the first half of the game. So 1-0. Still all to play for. Dark Elves have the advantage. They just need to hold on. 2 players for 2. So still 9 players each on the field. Doesn't look like a big commitment from the regular Elves. Got to bear in mind as well that the regular Elves are now playing defensively, so they will not start off the ball. So they need to pull out some magic during this half of the game if they want to at least equalise. Spread out fairly even. Tackle zones focused more around the middle. Oh, there we go. Moving this boy just a little bit this way just to avoid too much in the way of people going down the wings. A larger commitment of boys on the front lines than the regular Elves. Seeming that they're going to push down the right-hand side by the looks of things. Keep these 3 boys to keep the left sweet. Big throw. And 2 players suffer an injury. Oh dear, that is unfortunate. That is not what you want. So already this team, the regular Elves, is down by 1 player. Although the Dark Elves have a player stunned. So very uphill battle for these regular Elves. Big kick knocks that boy down. No stun there. Move another boy up. And see what they can do against this regular guy. Another kick pushing him to the side. And they do get a stun off on him as well. The defense of the Elves quickly falling back. These boys are going to try and pick up the ball at some point. But only after more bashing on the front lines. Another big kick. And another KO. Down to 7 men. Here's this regular Elf team. Big manoeuvre around the back. And a blitz. This catcher caught between a rock and an Elf place. Only gets a shove there. But the frenzy will happen. Gives him another chance. And another big punch. I love that kicking animation by the Witch Elf. It's aesthetically pleasing. Now we have this dude. No sure hands, but he's still able to pick up the ball. And he will pass it to that dude there. Turn 9 is now the regular Elves. Need to form some sort of defensive position. Trying to stop this Witch Elf from causing some nonsense. Do a blitz from this catcher. She will dodge out the way there. Another regular Elf marking this linesman here. Linesman within touchdown distance if he uses 2 going for it rolls. Dark Elves with 2 rerolls. Regular Elves with 3. No rerolls used as of yet, but it is now turn 2 of the second half. Turn 10 overall. Let's knock down this lineman. No injury as of yet. But does get a stun. Another blitz action. Guy for block. 2 dice, and there we go. That's alright. That thrower been knocked down, and that's unfortunate. Going for it, roll, failing miserably. We'll use a reroll on it, and will still fail nonetheless. And a stun as well. That is very unfortunate. This does give the regular elves a little bit of breathing room, if not to at least form a little bit more of a defensive line, or maybe even sneak a cheeky boy up round the front. Does manage to knock down the witch elf. Will push to a corner, and she is KO'd. That is a big get for the regular elves. Bayonetta not having a grand old time. Catcher moving upwards. Linesman getting back up. They are forming a bit of a counter-offensive now. Want to move around the sides. Still have to be wary though, even though the witch is down. These Dark Elf linesmen have still got quite a lot of agility. Their ability to play off the ball is not totally useless, I suppose. Throwing a block against this dude, only getting him a shove. Will follow through with it. Blitz comes along. Gonna see if they can take care of this catcher. And that is very unfortunate, only managing to get a nudge. They will move him towards this blitzer. This blitzer might be able to get an extra punch on this dude. And they have formed a solid cage around him. Although one dude has been knocked over, unable to dodge out the way of this dude over here. Stun man gets back up. Well, doesn't get back up, but he is now not stunned. That Dark Elf player will be able to get up next turn. These elves are not in the best cage busting position. Considering as well that they can take down these guys as much as they like. Dude in the middle can just dodge away. They are going to go for the bottom left hand side there. Only managing to get a nudge there. Catcher also only getting a nudge over here. We do have 2 men on this linesman. Big knockover. And that linesman does go down. No stun though. They have managed to surround this linesman quite considerably. We will be able to move over this way. Blitzer does push the catcher back to the edge. And he's going to blitz over here. Although double block will prevent anyone from falling over. Oh, and that's a bad dodge. I do believe, yeah, that is a turnover. I don't. Does he have? Yeah, he's got no more rerolls. So playing from the skin of his teeth there, really. Can't afford any mistakes now. And all of a sudden, the regular elves are looking very healthy. Able to throw a double block against this ballman. Re-rolling it. Manages to get a knockdown. Punching him over. Gets a KO. Absolutely phenomenal stuff. Genuinely no idea who's going to win this at this point. It is all to play for. The regular elf is able to push down right over this side. And, oh, that is unfortunate. Goes for it. Gets stunned as well. And that is a turnover. This is a chance for the Dark Elf player to save his skin here. He's going to take the non-risky plays first by getting his boys back up. This dude is going to dodge out the way. And he is able to pick up the ball. And he's just going to get the hell out of dodge. He's taking some risks. And we have a big throw. And fails the throw. Which is not what he wants. That will cause a turnover. This elf player is going to move over here. Try and mark the ball. Punching this dude out the way. Blitzer on blitzer action. Does get the stun. And a blitz action over here. But he will only manage to get the shove. But that does free up the ball for a pickup. Doesn't quite pick it up there. Does have one reroll left there. Oh, so he had 2 left. He's now only got 1 left. This dude coming over here and falling over. The luck is not on the side for either of these players when it comes to going for it rolls. Only 3 turns left for either player. If he wants to make an equalising touchdown, it's got to be soon. Does manage to get the block. Moving the ball over yonder. And the blitzing player will try and pick up the ball. Or not. Just prove me wrong then, why don't you? That's fine. These dudes will get a punch. But no injury. And then this linesman is going to move over here. Potentially picking up the ball. Now he's got an opportunity to throw. The pass over there. Oh! Gets intercepted. And that does cause a turnover. Which means... if the game... ah, there we go. If the game lets me leave that camera angle. There's still all to play for. I mean, that dude can move over here, throw the ball over. Get some movement going. Still have a reroll to play with. Oh, there we go. They've got 2 men near the touchdown zone. He's going to go for a throw. And try and pass this catcher. Throw is good. The catch is good. And there is a touchdown. Forcing a equaliser. Very, very good. So it's all to play for. There's not much in the way of turns left. There's also not much in the way of players left as well. So there is an opportunity. There's 2 dead. We've got 2 KO'd. The Witch Elf does manage to get back up, which is absolutely essential. We've got 3 dead or injured, and 1 KO'd not getting up there. So let's have a look at the team numbers at the moment. We have got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 players for the regular elves, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. The 7 on... oh, 8, sorry. So the Dark Elf player does have the slight advantage. They also have the advantage of having the ball being kicked to them. So if they're going to make an equaliser, they will need to do it in 2 turns. They're going to have to be very aggressive in the next 2 turns. No re-rolls for this team there. So one singular mistake will set them back quite considerably. They're going to have to be aggressive and safe at the same time, which is not an easy thing to do in Blood Bowl. Looks like that they're just going to have the 1 man round the back. It's not impossible. Big throw. Any player not in so-and-so's tackle zone may move to square with the ball will land if unoccupied. Which is... ah, oh my goodness, that is an ideal place for the ball to land. And if he's able to catch it, there we go, that frees him up for a potential 2-game touchdown. And that's that. It does look like what they're going for. Keeping their options open by putting 1 man down both sides of the wings. Able to open up the centre of the field. Big kick down the middle. Not getting a stun. Second knockdown. And a KO. My goodness. So it does look like they might bomb some sort of defensive stuff around the middle. Oh, man, never mind. They're just going to move the Witch Elf right down. And... yeah, God blimey, this is edge of my seat. No point in passing when the ball is just solidly there. And they're forming a quasi-cage. So this means that they're going to have to go around. They do have access to the Witch Elf. But the Witch Elf does have dodge. So it's going to be a very difficult situation if they can't knock it down. Oh dear. Do get a reroll in there. Using the last reroll. Only able to push her back there. Dark Elf player needs to stop both of these guys on the wings as well as the Witch Elf. I mean, is the Witch Elf within moving distance of... what, 7? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. She could make it. Going for a roll to knock him down. Big kick. Pushes him back. Frees the Witch Elf. She's just going to move around. Pass on the ball to this lineman over here. He does manage to catch it, and that will be a touchdown. Getting a last turn touchdown just in the end, giving them a 2-0 victory, unless, of course, the regular Elves can make that all-important one-turn touchdown, which I doubt it, especially with all the knockdown players of the Dark Elves getting back up. One regular Elf does get back up. It's just going to be a case of can the regular Elf player get one more punch in? But that does look like the end of the game, more or less. These boys are going to stand around the back, preventing any of their important players from being blitzed. So these guys are just going to enjoy a slight game of Punch the Dark Elf. Some serious thought going into these formations at the moment. Not entirely sure why. We'll go for it. Witch Elf giving a kick. Gentle gust of wind. Does manage to catch the ball there. But, I mean, with only 8 movement, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah. Will not be able to run the whole way. He cannot go the distance, I'm afraid. And the amount of punching going on here is well, they get one punch in. I suppose at least the regular Elf player can take solace in the fact that they've killed a Dark Elf this day. And that is something to value and cherish in the memory banks. Going for a pass. Is successful. Going for a blitz when the computer lets me not look. But unfortunately, he falls down, ending the game as he begins, failing his going for it rolls. And that will be the end of the game. So 2-1 to the Dark Elves. 1 death, 9 armor breaks compared to 8 armor breaks. 6 passes for the regular Elves, though, so very, very impressive. No, very exciting game. Very much enjoyed it. Right, well anyway, my name's been Master Landtrack. Pleasure as always, never chat, and I will see you in a bit. Peace.